just wanted to pop on here this morning and do a quick reading with some cards that I pulled and some of the energies that I've seen this day after the full moon. So I'm seeing that a lot of you have worked extremely hard to bring your soul to the forefront, and you're living a very authentic life. Some of you have went through a major conscious inner child healing as of late, and it's shifted a whole bunch of dynamics for you in your waking world. Previous repetitive challenges in relationships and authority relationships and at work have just completely dissolved or transmuted in front of you. And you're in this really beautiful place of contentment and joy. I am so happy for you, and 4 with 1 or 14 is going to be a really significant number for you. Right now, you're just soaking in the radiance and the contentment of everything that you have brought forward. And you're also in, as this 8-8 pathway comes forward, you're also in this vacuum. So it kind of feels like things are being sucked away from you, but you're totally here for it because you know that those things are not serving you. And you've done enough work up to this point to know that anything that leaves your field wasn't meant to be there. And you just have enough consciousness to see the things leaving your field just are for your highest good. And you're totally here for it. This card here, Bats in the Belfry. I always change it to you will achieve great things. You are achieving great things right now. So you are in that vacuum. There are some things percolating. There are some ideas that you need to act on. There is some skills that you're learning. There's some things you're cleaning up in your behavior. You can see my Hecate reading on the full moon. That might resonate with you if that's where you're at. And you're also embracing your dark side here. You see how she's super cheeky because she knows that she's love. She knows she's light. She knows that she's compassion, but she's also knows she's a little bit of like, no, and I'll do what I want, and you can't tell me what to do. And she's a rebel. She's forging her own path. She dresses how she wants. She's expressing herself how she wants. She doesn't need other people's validations. Super confident in where she's going. So bats might be significant for you, but this card is also talking to me about integrating your darkness, integrating all the things that you were ashamed of, all the things that you needed to bring to the light that you thought were weaknesses, or maybe other people had pointed out in you in early life, saying something was wrong with you from them, and you're starting to really just see that nothing's wrong with you. You actually, those were strengths. Creator put them in you for a reason, and you're just starting to embrace all of that. The other thing is you're seeing a lot of this darkness wasn't from you. It was from the traumas. It was from the wounds that you have integrated and worked so hard with Creator to alchemize and make into strengths. And you wanted ascension. You want to up level. You wanted enlightenment. You sought love. You sought growth, and you've done it, my love. You've done it. Bravo. Good job. Integrating the light and the darkness, the yin and the yang. It's a huge theme right now. Deep dark sea mermaid here. So you see her, she's off in contemplation, and she's finding solutions in unknown places. And again, the darkness here, darkness integrated. So the darkness is, again, that bamboo that grows its roots underneath the ground for years and years and years and then sprouts up. This is the primordial darkness. This is the darkness of the chambers, the sense deprivation chambers, when you remove all your senses to strengthen another. This is just accumulation of all the work that you've done, all the meditations, all of the channeling, all of the growth, the work, the healing teams that you found, the sacrifices that you made, the friendships that you gave up because they weren't in alignment, the relationships you gave up that weren't in alignment, the path you've treaded alone, well, always with Creator and your guides, and then the faith that you put into yourself and your guides and this guidance and how you have followed it. And this is all coming in to fruition for you now. This is all showing up as the accolades that you didn't necessarily seek. You didn't do these tasks to get something, but the universe sees your devotion, and all of that karmic investments into your bank accounts, into yourself, is coming threefold to you now. Okay? You're coming out of the darkness into the light. In all of these cards, you see that. Okay. And also I would like see the spirals here and the light just shining down. I just get so much victory here. I just get so much protection and heldness, but not even protection, because sometimes that denotes fear, but sanctuary. I like to say sanctuary instead, and just peace, contentment, and just knowing who you are. And you're okay if people don't really like that, because you know that you attract your most authentic, you attract the people that are meant to stay with you when you are your most authentic self, and everyone else just excuse themselves from that. Dragon magic card for this one is freedom. So you've broken the chains of karmic debts, karmic patterns. We know that we just walked through the Capricorn full moon and it was breaking huge, huge karmic patterns that were 11, 12, 13 years old. And so you're breaking free. You're coming out of even the conflicts and the challenges of your own mind, though. Your own imprisonments that you placed on yourself through incorrect thinking, negative thinking, internalizing blame for other people's poor behavior and poor treatment of you and poor character. You're just coming through all of that. You're just really seeing your value, your worth. You've forgiven yourself. You know you've made mistakes, but you don't make those mistakes again. You've integrated the lessons and you've found the treasure in that, and you've used it as fuel to become more love, to become more integrity, to become more raw. And right now your heart is opening in such a way that you're just going to be loved no matter what's going on. It's like they say, when your heart cracks open enough, you come back into such love that you don't care if someone stabbed you in the heart, because you have such divine divinity and love pouring through you that naturally protects you. And so you've been through a lot, and you need to celebrate yourself at this point. You need to understand that you've done it, and you need to sit down for a moment and just take some stock of all that you've done and be really proud of yourself and give yourself a little more love for that. All right. This is a time of self-reflection and think it through. Okay, so there's still going to be challenges, trials, triggers. There's going to be tests of the universe as you move into your next levels. So just think before you act. Really assess if it's coming from fear or love, or do you need a validation of something? Are you filling a void or wound, or is it a samskara, a memory of the past that's leaving your field that still might be active, calling you and teasing you or taunting you or testing you to see if you believe that you're still in the old story? And just let those go. Let those go. The Gemini new moon power, it's such a beautiful social moon, and it really has you in a playful energy. So playful, social energy. So embrace that right now. Receptivity. So just receive with love and gratitude from the universe. Notice where you're resistant to receiving, because the universe is trying to pour gifts upon you. And so although sometimes on the spiritual journey, we can foster a hyper independence, and you're being called to soften that, to not let that go. Still let yourself be interdependent, still rely on yourself, still motivate yourself, still move forward. There is gifts in everything, but don't let it rule you. Don't let it be too much. Don't let it be like you don't want anyone to help you because you don't feel like you deserve it, or you just got to do it all yourself because you still have some stubborn pride. Okay, so really checking in on that pride. Is it divine pride where you're proud of yourself and you're leading the way, and you connect with others and you link arms with others and you share resources and you move everybody ahead and forward? But you're still a leader right now. You're still a path forger and you're leading the way. So you don't want to join others and lower your vibration. That's not the same. But are you in a stubborn pride? I don't need help. I can do this myself. I'm going to make my own way. Imposter syndrome can sometimes come in that. So just check, okay? Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive from that around you. If someone gives you something, thank you. If someone gives you a compliment, thank you. Just receive it. Just soak it in. The universe is just showering you in love and gratitude and beauty. Are you receiving it? Are you noticing it? Plus Hathor, you might have some links to Hathor from another life. Hathor is going to be very, very active for this 8-8 gateway. She's going to be helping to walk us through, and she's going to be activating dormant DNA that's been waking up since the 7-7 gateway. So a lot of you are going through that. I personally am at my 4th level of waking dormant DNA, so you might be at different levels. I know that the Sophia codes activated me quite deeply. Obviously, I had had 2 other awakening stages before that on my own via transcendental meditation and yogic practices with some prophetic dreams. So just start to do a bit of a life review and start to just notice your spiritual journey and the pivotal points on it and really link it back. And you could potentially be linking it back to your guides, your angels. If you want a deeper connection with them, you might be already really consciously aware. So connect in deeper with them and see what their lessons are for you. But there's just so much deepening spirituality right now. It just depends on how you decide to connect. Meditation is really, really vital. Just finding the meditation that works for you. Most of you, if you found this reading, are already avid meditators and already avid connectors. Hecate is bringing in unity. She's bringing in Helios, sacred fire. So this is an activation of holy fires into the eight gateway. There's so much divine feminine activations going on, and that's the womb, the heart, the third eye, and not only just if you identify as a divine feminine, if you identify as a divine masculine, there's so much divine feminine awakening going through the planet where even the masculine is surrendering to the feminine, and sight is activating, visualization is activating, manifestation is activating. There's just such a high frequency going on because there's so many people doing the work. There's so much light workers and energetic forgers, programmers, Lemurians, Atlanteans, high priestesses from Egypt. There's rainbow children, crystal children, star seeds. They're all coming. They've come down for years, but they're all active on this planet right now. It's just such a highly evolutionary time. And all these gateways of this 2022 year to the 2024 year we're in, even today is July 22nd, 2024. All of those are 2s, even though this will be a timeless reading. And this activation, this DNA activation that we're talking about specifically, will have happened whenever you find this reading. But your sacred holy fires are waking up so that you are spreading love and light to anyone you come in contact with. Your whole energy field, your whole being, your whole presence is transmuting and alchemizing all of those around you, because it's time for our brothers and sisters to wake up. We're all being called to love. We're all being called to creator. So just know you have probably cultivated this holy fire in you, but if you're still a little not aware of it, just start to feel it. Start to feel it on your field. You can even take your hands right now. You can rub them together and you can feel the energy between them. And just play with that. And play with the fires on your skin. Play with the fires of purification. Play with the fires of love. Let them burn off anything you no longer need, and let the Holy Spirit come through you when you're struggling and help you. It's also going to help you through manifestation. It's also your fuel. It's also your passion. It's also going to take you to your joy and help you claim your creational power to create and craft and call in and mold and forge the life that you desire, the life of your dream. It's time, my love. It's time. So the last 4 cards I have here are from Kali. So let's look at this one. Is Karma of Kali. You're being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path needs not be one of endless exertion. Connecting pleasure as a path of personal empowerment and intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart as an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. So Kali is working with you to balance out all of your karma. I read that as karma. It's Kama of Kali. It's an expression of Kali that is the universe showering down gifts. But when I first read this card and seen this card, it was karma. There's a whole bunch of karma specifically ending for you that had you overworking, overdoing. You have been through so much, my love. I see all of the journeys that you've been through, all of the traumas, all the things that you've overcome. And people, if they knew you, if they seen you right now, they wouldn't even know, because you're so much love and light, you're so much joy. And sometimes people misunderstand you. Sometimes people mistaken your love and kindness for weakness. Sometimes they underestimate you and they don't understand that all the pain that birthed this expression of you, that you refused to give up, that you refused to be out of integrity, that you refused to let hate take you. And so, bravo, the universe is seeing this. The divine Ma, the mother of the universe, is bringing you a gift. She's bringing you a prize, and she's bringing you a long-awaited rest, nourishment, and ease on your path forward. We still have some work to do because the planet's evolving, but you are going to be stronger. Your challenges are going to be easier to go through because of all the gifts integrating for you. Kalika Tantrika. Kali overcomes karma, realigns us with our path when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negativity, and detaches draining energy cord, restoring us to full vitality. It may seem like your will is being thwarted and you are not getting what you want, but the goddess knows what she's doing. Her actions will benefit you. Trust. So remember when I talked about that vacuum? Kali is the fierce warrior goddess. She is taking out anything that is a lie, that is an illusion, that is a Maya, that you might think that you want, but that might be making you happy, but may not be healthy for you. She's removing anything and anyone that might be pretending to be kind and loving to you and maybe showing up as a support, but they're actually draining you. They're actually projecting on you, keeping you held back. Their consciousness might be feeding off of yours. There's lots of energies that are like that and they don't even know they're doing it. That's their nature. That's been the mechanisms of survival on this planet. And a lot of people are being cut off of those resources so that they can find their own strength, love, and integrity. And you're going to be leading the way of this. You have already overcome those patterns. You, my love, do not do these things. You're not energy vampiring people, but because you have such a bright light, because you're open, because you are loving, sometimes other people can connect to you, use you as a battery. That is something I've been teaching for years in my private practice. The lack of boundaries and even a lack of connection to creator has been like, I love you, I'm a battery, plug on in. Now you've overcome that. You have strong energy boundaries. You've done your spiritual work to make sure that you are grounded, connected, sourcing, moving forward, but you can still clean it up, and Kelly's helping you right now. That's that vacuum. Anything that's not serving you, just sucked right away. And for a time, you're gonna just feel a little bit like you're kind of just hanging on in the new, and you're like, what is going on? And you might feel like a kind of like anxiety or even a turbulence. You know, that vacuum, like imagine right now that there was just like a huge powerful vacuum and you had to hold on to a pole and you were just kind of being sucked into the air because everything's being sucked. You might feel that right now, but this is going to be for your highest good. Working with Kali can be extremely intense. New endings bring new beginnings. So just know that, but you're always safe. You're loved and you're guided. And this is the best way. It's the ultimate tough love of the mother who is helping you. And you can see her warrior hook there and her many arms. The warrior. Athra of Kali. You're forging your authentic path. In support of that, you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. To live spiritually and creatively self-directed life takes incredible strength and trust in yourself. Remember that the promise of your sacred success is being fulfilled through every challenge and every blessing. Trust in what you were born to accomplish. So this is showing me that DNA activation. This is showing me that you are aligning with your destiny codes and your divine timing, that you are path forging, and all the strength that you've put into choosing yourself and trusting yourself and not staying where you didn't feel like you were wanted and leaving those jobs and just keep moving and knowing yourself and cleaning it up and learning from your mistakes. All of that has brought you to where you are now, where you know yourself so deeply and things are just starting to align with you so powerfully and so magically because you know yourself. And you're in touch with your soul, you're in touch with your consciousness, you've cleaned your vessel, you're not leaning on substances for support, you're eating really nutritiously, you're eating really clean. And if you're not, this is your call to do that. If you want to clean up your vessel, the more that your vessel is clean, the more spiritual energy that you can support. And as you're doing that, all of your soul alignment brings in resources and manifests almost automatically because the oak tree knows that it's an oak tree. The seed of the oak tree knows it's an oak tree. You have that too. You have codes inside of you that society tried to get us to forget and abdicate, but you forged ahead and you did what a lot of other people are afraid to do. You are the warrior and you were like, no, I'm going to listen to myself. I'm going to rebel. You are the rebel. Your pain caused you to take a different path and to look at life differently and to look at alternatives. And you were fierce warrior in the sense that I'm not going to give up. I know I can heal this and I'm not going to live like this. And you did it. And it's coming for you now. and you've cleaned out so much. You've cleaned out karma. You're getting a blessing from the universe, and you are just going to walk into even more trust and authenticity of yourself, and you're just going to trust sacred success. You're going to trust even if you seem to overreact or do something that's kind of out of the norm. I'm pretty intense with my communications lately. They've just been pouring out of me, and they're so long, but I keep trusting that that is my soul talking through me, and that piece of me wakes up the soul in others. And I just keep trusting that. And other people might be like, oh, that's too much, and this is what it's like, don't do that, they don't deserve that. But it doesn't matter about that. The universe hears you, that you're investing in your universal bank account, and the truth is the truth is the truth, and you don't know what those divine workings coming through you are going to do to wake those people up, even if it's years later. You have a highly charged transformative energy around you, and it's creators working through you to speak in a way that other people are afraid to speak in, to move in a way other people are afraid to move in, to go on your path. That's why you are here, Lightworker. That's why you are here, Earth Angel. Yuga Shakti. I love Callie. Look how pretty she is. Look at her beautiful blue skin. She's just like not scared of anything, like 0 Fs. She's just like, I am coming, and you will never stop my love, and you will not lie to me. And that's what this world needs right now. It needs warriors that are grounded in love, not grounded in patriarchal masculinity or illusional alpha. So we may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust the divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end, and a new dawn shall rise. So this is what I talked about. Your divine timing is coming in. You are still struggling sometimes with knowing you're such a powerful manifester, and you can manifest certain things, and then other things you're like, why can't I manifest there? Because I'm such a powerful manifester, so why? So you're still struggling with that sometimes, but it's because you're learning the difference between when your ego still kind of takes over and wants your personal preference to come true, and then when it's divine timing. Now, sometimes things that you wanted, well, right now what I'm seeing is things that you wanted in the past is coming to fruition now because it was just the wrong time. But their seeds have always been there, and you were meant to see those seeds. They were meant to germinate within you, and they've all been guiding you here. And every path, even the ones that seem to have taken you away from what you want, is bringing you to where you're supposed to be right now. And Shakti, life force energy, is moving through you. And what do we talk about? Karma is coming to an end. We just walked through that moon, but this is a particularly negative cycle of karma. All of your integration of the darkness, it's due to end, and a new dawn is rising. And in less than 6 months from now, your life is going to look unrecognizable in the best way. Okay? And so let go of any yearnings for circumstances if they're not unfolding. I have to remind myself this too, so this is a great reading. Thank you, Callie, for reminding me that like what is yours will not go past you, and you just need to let go of how you think it's going to unfold. It's okay to visualize. It's okay to like have a forward idea and have those ideas forward, but don't get overly attached to it. Just know that what you want wants you. Know that you have an idea of how you want to feel. Have an idea of what you think that looks like. If you're trying to anchor in financial stability, what does that feel like? What does that look like? What are some of the possible avenues? Imagine yourself going through each of them in as much detail as possible with all your senses, but don't be attached to it having to turn out that way. Be open to the universe delivering things to you in magical ways, and that's something I'm even learning right now. So it's definitely higher levels of alchemization, higher levels of manifestation, and a lot of us are being integrated into those. A lot of us that have spent the last 2 decades doing this work, helping facilitate others through this work, and just really devoting ourselves to staying the course, staying healthy, staying connected when society has made it so hard. Like this is why we did it, not to get something, but we are going to be rewarded because we made all those investments in ourselves and in the collective and in our own healing, and now all of that's coming back full circle. So I hope this reading helped you. I'm so happy for you. I love you so much. And if you like this reading, smash that thumbs up button. Please subscribe. I do readings as I feel intuitively inclined. I do every month a collective reading. I like to connect you to the energetics. I feel like we focus a lot on the negative in our society, so I like to really connect to the energy realms and really connect you to your guides and your angels and various ascended masters who have lived exemplary, loving, powerful, and spiritual lives that have stayed on this planet to help us evolve during these times of Kali Yuga. And I like to connect you to those realms and bring in a more divine perspective to what you're going through. So I love you lots, and I'll see you on the next reading. If you like this video, please subscribe, click the link below,